It's another original BW Sports 1 production.
Pew pew!
Boom! That's right, folks. The one, the lion, the Dukes of football is back, baby. What's happening, brother?
What's up, broski? What is good in the proverbial hood?
I am in a new little studio here. We moved the studio a couple weeks ago down to the first level so the ladies of the house can have the loft now. So here we are.
Just took over your spot, huh?
Yeah, I got to set up. I don't have the lighting down here yet. It's upstairs still. I need to set that up, but we'll get to it by next week. Hopefully, maybe.
This sounds absolutely amazing there, guy. Hey, man, we're back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, it feels like forever.
I don't know what to say.
I know it feels like forever since we've been on. It's been since draft time.
Yeah,
That feels like forever ago.
it was. It was like 2.5 months.
And it feels like 10.
But you know, so much has happened in those 2.5 months. Like a lot.
I'm telling
like
you.
a lot.
A lot has happened.
And
A lot is heading our way this season in season 5 of the Dukes of Football. The original duo on the network, folks. We're looking forward to season 5. I know I am. I know you are. I know our teams are. I know we're
5
looking
years.
Teams. Oh, man.
5 years.
We started off on the front porch with the crickets and the lightning bugs. Feels
Then
like
we went to the bar.
Mm-hmm. Then we went to another bar.
Yeah, we went to another bar. We bar hopped.
And then the wonderful C word happened. And
oh my God, COVID.
Here we have been most of the time since. We've been to a couple here and there's together. But yeah, we're hitting the airwaves like this Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right.
Okay, I know we're not talking about college football.
Nope.
Today. But bro, I know you heard the discussions of Washington and Oregon now, right?
I'm telling you, man.
The only thing holding it back from shit that we predicted 3 years ago.
Yeah.
that we sold you 3 years ago that it's going to be too common. The only thing that's got a monkey wrench in that is the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're growing themselves. So
they are. And maybe that's going to be the second tier teams or something outside of the two major conferences that will be fighting for like the NFL does.
Yeah, the NFC North, the NCAA North and the NCAA South.
I don't even think we'll hear the NCAA be in anymore in here in a little bit. I don't think the NCAA itself will outlast this debauchery.
Oh, there's enough other sports that the NCAA will stay in. True. You know, football. This is all. A lot of all this talk is just about football. Yeah, conference and schools are switching, but the majority of this conversation is about football, not about basketball, baseball, softball, swimming, track, wrestling, lacrosse, water polo, bowling, archery, golf, volleyball, tennis.
You keep going, man. You keep going. There's a lot. He's saying there's a lot, folks.
I am. I got weird stuff going on here. I don't know.
Always do. Always do,
all right.
man.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm looking at, but I guess we should talk about stuff that's important, right?
Somewhat.
We got stuff that's important coming up, right? Like the stuff of, yes, important things, dates of the season coming up.
We're a little bit rusty, folks. We've had a little hiatus. We'll get them down.
And I'm drunk off fair food, so
His gut's gonna be hating him later.
yeah, I'm drunk off fair food, bro. I drank the biggest bucket, fucking lemon icy, bro. Like the lemon shake ups, like the thing was like this big, and it was not the jug one that they make you think that you get a lot.
Right.
But it's not a whole bunch in there. It was the little tub that, I mean, it was all liquid, bro. I'm walking around with this tub just like, man, it won't go away. All right. So as you guys can see on the screen, these are important dates coming up for this upcoming season. And by the way, this is the Dukes of Football 23-24 NFL Preview Show Part 1, East Division.
Bam!
We'll let you know about all the people who give us power because we're making some updates and some changes, and we've been busy. I've been familyizing because the daughter's getting ready to leave me forever. Well, okay, maybe not forever, but 4 years. And then, you know, we got fights this weekend, and Dan's been busy with that. God, I'm mad that I can't go because we didn't get fights last time.
No, we got like a half of one.
So, actually, we got the whole fight.
Well, okay, we got one fight, but
yeah, that was it. So, but I'll catch the one in October or November. Yeah. So,
SICP3 this Saturday. Veterans Memorial Coliseum, Evansville, Indiana. That's right, Southern Indiana Combat Productions. We're going to be down there. Weigh-ins, open to the public, Friday, 4 p.m. Central. That's right. The wonderful Monica is coming back to the network for a little two-night extravaganza, doing her thing down there. Can't wait to see her. Fights, tickets, SouthernIndianaCombat.com. Get your tickets now. They will be available at the door while they last. Pay-per-view is on SouthernIndianaCombat.com. All right. Boom.
All links from the page.
There we go.
There you go. See? Plugs.
Message.
All right. So, first thing, tomorrow.
Hall of Fame game. That's right.
Tomorrow, Hall of Fame game. So I don't even know who's playing in the Hall of Fame game, bro.
The Jets and the Browns. So I did a little fun fact here for you.
Oh, fun fact.
The Jets and the Browns have played 29 times in regular season and playoff matchups.
That seems kind of low.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, because both of those are old-ass teams.
15 winning times goes to the Browns and 14 go to the Jets. Now, granted, we're talking regular season and playoffs, and we're just talking about the Hall of Fame game, and we hope the field stays good enough for nobody to look like it's a slip and slide and maybe actually play a little bit of football, but we don't want injuries going into the season. Totally understand that. So,
didn't they fix that already?
I don't know. There's always
I would hope so.
There was always some type of issue every year.
Because they don't want to play the game.
Well, besides that part, there's some type of issue like that involves the field or the equipment or something every year. Do you think it's done on purpose?
I think it's absolutely done on purpose.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm implying.
Gotcha.
All right, so that means this weekend, the regular season or the regular rotation of preseason games start, and that'll go to the 27th. And then on the 7th of September, Also, a Thursday, the regular season starts for 23-24 season. January 13th, playoffs, and the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 58 heading to the black hole of Las Vegas.
Have you seen that ball, dude?
This is nuts, dude. This is nuts.
Have you seen that thing, man? That ball?
Didn't somebody hack into it? Like
and put some Trump shit up there? Yes.
Something. I don't know what it was, but I heard some. I thought I heard.
And put Trump sucks.
Well, he probably swallows too. Who knows?
I mean, ooh, skeet skeet. Pegging.
Can't get enough of my water out of my Rule 1 jug.
Rule number 1.
That's right.
So yeah, that was important for
dates.
So that was it. So the Super Bowl might involve an NFC East team. It might involve an AFC North team. It might involve an AFC West team.
We all know it's not going to involve the Colts.
Hey, we're not going to bash the Colts until we get to them. We're going to wait. Even though I did spit yesterday at camp.
You did. How was that? You guys have fun?
We did. We enjoyed ourselves. The little dude enjoyed himself. One player who I have no idea who he is just ignored a whole row of kids. Yelling his name. One kid said, "Police." I'm not sure it was a kid or a grown man, but
Elijah's probably getting scouted out there already.
They was trying. Hey man, we told him what to do about the punt, and as you can see from the video, he didn't do none of that.
I bet not. Yeah,
so I giggled. I photobombed the WIBC guy with my Steelers gear on.
Well, the photobomb was good. The Steelers parts.
I mean, we're just only 5 up. That's all.
You know, that's fine. We got that one.
You got that one. All right. So you ready, bro?
I'm ready to get into this, brother.
Why not? So today we are discussing the AFC and NFC East of the NFL. Of the NFL. Where else are we going to discuss it? So here are your 4 teams of the. So here are your 4 teams of the NFC East. The AFC East. The Bills, the Pats, the Jets, the Dolphins. That's 4 teams.
That is a lot of new scenery in this division, coming from a little bit lopsided in New York. But Dolphins made some moves. Patriots trying to make some moves. Bills, I mean, they had it. They just, they were there, but they weren't there. It was that type of thing.
That type of thing. The Bills obviously were clearly the best team in that division last season. There's been some changes in this division. We've added another Hall of Fame. Say hi.
What's up? Bye. There, he, she.
That is Cedric. That is Cedric Lamont Thomas.
Cedric Lamont, the entertainer.
He is either hungry or feeling neglected.
Both.
Either one. So it could be both.
Both.
So we've added a Hall of Fame quarterback in this division. And that's about it. I think there's a couple other moves, but that's the big name going on in this division is the addition of Aaron Rodgers, the overhypeness of the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. But to me, the main story is DeMar Hamlin back playing. Fully clear, 100%, and he got picks off interceptions in training camp.
There you go. I hope I wish the best. I hope everything's okay. I hope nothing happens, but we're seeing it more and more with the young generation nowadays, so I hope everything gets cleared up quick.
But I mean, what we haven't really talked about it, but what he got was what we call in the martial arts world the 5-finger death punch. You know what I'm saying? Or what was I'm not Andre, Mean Mark, the Undertaker's old move, the
Ah,
heart punch. Is pretty much what it was. I mean, you just that 1 in 100 because in the movies, they do the old move and they hit you, and if you take 3 steps, you roll over and die. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what damn near happened to my guy. He took the right shot in the right place with the right rhythmic movement.
look at you. Look at it. There he is. Cedric Lamont, the Entertainer Thomas.
He wants to be a star. He's not giving up. But anyway, I'm not worried about him.
That's good. I like his motivation.
Yeah, so since we talked about the Bills, might as well stay there. They were the top dogs in that division last year. Do you see any difference with the addition of Aaron Rodgers or the switch in the 1% difference of the coaching protocol helmet for Tua Tagovailoa?
Damn, that was a mouthful.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. You did great, though. That's what he said. You did great. I'll get to the Jets and Aaron Rodgers here in a minute when we talk about them, but no, I think the Bills are going to stay remaining on the top of the division. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. I still think, Dolphins, which we'll talk about here in a minute, I still think that they're involved in this. But, I mean, my question and my concern is, and I'm not going to lie, the curse. Josh Allen, Madden, cover, curse. Will it take effect?
Didn't that thing get broke like 3 seasons ago?
I don't know, but it always something happens. Was it Hurts? No,
I think there was a good like 12, 13-year span of injuries, yeah, but I think there was a couple years ago where that streak was broken,
okay,
to the fact that they don't even talk about it anymore.
Well, I'm bringing it back up. Josh Allen, Madden cover curse. I wish him well. But I will say that if something does happen to him, I think they are they're not completely out of it, but they're definitely in trouble.
I'm not going to wish anything on any man. I don't think it's him that's going to be the injury because we obviously know he's one of those alpha males who enjoys contact and is not going to hang nail himself out the game. So him not the thing that I'm worried about. I'm kind of worried about the older players of the defense with the Bills, you know what I mean? With their longevity and their every down set plays. I'm worried about the fact that they can't keep a running back healthy or involved. Like, I like Josh Allen, but I like his toughness, but I think he runs the ball way too much for that Tim Tebow style of running. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
Yeah, get down. I mean, take slide. I mean, go over to Yankee. Well, don't go to them. Go over to the Orioles and let them teach you how to slide or something. Baseball shot out. Check out the baseball guys.
Just a bit outside. BWSPORTS1.com.
Plug.
Massive.
Because Nyheim Hines is done for the season with his injuries. So
I will say they did get a good pickup in Damian Harris, though. I think that he's going to do well in the backfield for him. I mean, he's definitely going to have to step up and probably be their lead running back. So, and with the offensive line, yeah, it's bulky, it's big, but we've seen some gaps in, over the latter part of last season that, hopefully they fill and, come out a little stronger than they did last year.
And the Nyheim Hines knee injury was a jet ski.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was the one jacking around.
No,
I think he got hit.
Hit him. Yeah, somebody hit him in it. That was
so you think it was a hit put out by Irsay?
I ain't putting anything past Irsay nowadays.
But guys starting to look a little too mafia-ish to me right now.
I'm especially not going to throw a pill bottle in his direction.
You can crumble it up.
I guess
Just
you did.
crumbling herbs. All right, so keeping it moving while we're deframing people.
We don't do that.
No. Apparently a cat is angry downstairs.
Uh-oh. Daddy kicked him out of the studio.
No, he's over in this box. He's looking out the window. That's the other
Ah.
freak. Dude,
Uh-huh.
it's a zoo over here, man. All right, so Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are up.
Oh, boy.
The only
Great.
thing I got to say about the Jets is you're worried about Hard Knocks being there.
Ah, man. Hey, come on. That right there just brings that aura of people in Green Bay were right about him. They don't want him anymore. They moved on because it's bullshit, like a bunch of his shit. Is it a bit of entitlement that we see in celebrities and athletes sometimes? Is it that? Is it, what is it? You're not, I'm going to say it, you're not Tom Brady. Sorry, you're not. You're a good quarterback. You're one of the top quarterbacks. You're a Hall of Fame. I'll say that. I'll revert that. You're a Hall of Fame quarterback.
So that definitely puts Ben Roethlisberger in the Hall of Fame because all of his numbers are better than Aaron's.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I put that stat up last year.
Other than maybe a hotel conversation. Just say it.
He does use the word conversation a lot.
Hey, I'm not inflicting anything.
Hey man, I don't know. I'm not too sold on the Jets. I think they got, some nice pieces, but I think the circus of Aaron Rodgers is finally in Jets, and the Jets always find a way to screw it up. So
I mean, I just think they used their pick on Zach Wilson, 2 years ago? And now you're bringing in Aaron Rodgers. Now, you did bring in Alan Lazard. He asked for it, I think. It was one of his stipulations that he'd like to get. He came with him. I'm with you, man. The best thing that the Jets have is their defense, period.
I mean, I don't think the Jets are going to suck, but
No.
I don't mean that by any means. I just think they're the third best team in this division, even with Aaron.
I think
A-Rod.
I think they're the last place, but we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Wow, you're going last. Ooh. How much faith do you have in the Emperor and the loser boy Matt Jones? But anyway, that brings up Miami.
The Dolphins. Hey, man,
Can they make that leap? Are they ready? Ready?
Is Tua able going to stay? Is he going to stay healthy? Okay.
Well, he got a new helmet.
Okay, but is it one more and you're done? I mean,
with him it is. But listen. He got a new helmet.
I know.
That gives him a 1% chance better than the helmet that he had.
Good luck. I guess it doesn't matter if nobody's blocking for you or you're just running like crazy. But
yeah, they have to shore up that offensive line. Tua cannot be taking hits like that. But Tua has to understand when to get rid of the ball. You can't put yourself in those type of situations. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You're finicky. You got a glass jaw. So stop putting it out there.
I mean, that's what exactly happened with Jalen Hurts. You saw the transition with him. He wasn't letting the ball go early enough. He was taking those hits. It was scaring the daylights out of me watching it every time. And then he learned. It's like, just let the ball go. Sometimes that extra 3 yards isn't worth, not being able to play another down. So you got to make consistent, qualified pieces of what was it? Damn it. Choices, decisions. That's the word. Damn. Decisions out there in an instant. I mean, you got to get good at that. That's the part that is going to make you jump to that elite level. Now, on the other hand, like I said, even if you're running the ball or whatever, that 1% on a helmet's not going to help much if you got 3 people tackling you at 40 miles an hour. Not really, but it's going to feel like it.
Yeah. Hey, is Dalvin Cook the secret to this division?
He could be.
I mean, his top suitors are the Jets and the Dolphins. You think if he goes to either one of their teams, our discussion about those teams change?
I still think the Jets.
It definitely does with the Jets.
Yeah.
Definitely does with the Jets. Because that gives Aaron Rodgers what he does best: play fake.
I don't know. I mean, I think it would be definitely a more lucrative landing spot for him if he decided to go to Miami.
And you at the crib. But it's always hard to play at the crib. You got extra expectations.
True. The part's true, but I don't know. I see a better future for Miami than I do New York right now. Just because
I do too.
You bring Aaron, like I said, you bring Aaron Rodgers in, he's pushing 40. You know, he's not a young pup. He's only got a couple years left in him. Let's be serious now. Who's got a better future look?
Listen. You ain't gonna keep talking about these old dudes like that, man. This is the year of the old dude. We playing longer, baby.
Hey,
we
man,
playing longer.
That's fine, but
and effective. You know what I mean? We just had a 99-year-old quarterback win the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Well, you know, the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Well, apparently twice, because I don't know if it was an upgrade to Inkra Shervik or whatever her name is. That might be an upgrade, but it's hard to say you upgraded from, you know what I mean, the old model.
True. Very true. Very true.
Supermodel to supermodel. How many people get to say that?
Well,
a Michigan man does.
Let's not forget, though, that the Dolphins brought in Jalen Ramsey on defense.
He's hurt.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He got hurt like last week in training camp, like day 2.
Yep, I forgot about that.
We got
how bad?
We got Jalen Rose in here. He got some sunglasses that Jalen Rose will wear.
Uh-oh.
Chick-fil-A.
Little Zeke.
He looked like Lil Zeke too now with this ridiculous haircut. No, I'm just playing, bro. Your haircut's cool. But yeah, he got hurt in training camp, but I don't think he's gonna miss the season. So there's nothing like that. But yeah, he's a little dinged up. I mean, Miami's defense is solid, bro. 100% solid. It's all offense and it's all Tua is the offensive struggles. I mean, you got a guy who can run past everybody, and then you got a guy who can catch everything. So,
if he stays healthy and all that, Jalen Ramsey, is this the best cornerback duo in the league?
No.
No? Okay.
Who with Dolphins and Tua?
No. Cornerback.
Cornerback. Oh, yeah. I thought you said like quarter to receive. Yeah. They'll be if he's good, but I mean, you got to think it ain't the Ramses that we used to seeing. You know what I mean? Are we going to get that one from 2-3 years ago, or are we going to get the one who's got his money and we hear his name every 3 plays?
You gonna get LA or you gonna get Jacksonville?
Yeah. Talk to me now. Talk to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. So we have, as you named it, the Emperor.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good old Bill Belichick's New England Patriots. I'm calling it right now. I think if Dalvin Cook does not go to the Jets, I could see the Patriots ever so slightly beating the Jets in the division.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly. Well, I'm not sure why you have the faith. Well, again, the Patriots defense is legit, but I don't even know
in their offense than I did.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with the Patriots offense. I mean, like, who's calling plays. I think he's got a guy that's calling plays now. But you had an offensive threat just walk out your building. Like, how do you let him out your building? I don't know, man. I have zero faith in, like, it has not looked good since the Golden Boy has left.
No.
The Golden Boy has shined, but not the Emperor and the dark side.
No, I agree with you on that. I just think that I think there's going to be too much drama and bullshit in New York that Patriots etched them in the division ever so slightly. Bill O'Brien is calling the plays now. We'll see how his offense does. Is bringing Bill O'Brien in a slap in Bill's face saying, hey, look, dude, Belichick, let's get your shit together or there's your replacement.
Well, I hope that's not his replacement. I'm pretty sure Robert Kraft would come up with a better decision than that.
Well, you never know. He is getting older. You know.
I mean, yeah, he can get older, but don't replace him with Bill O'Brien.
You saw the wonderful stuff he did in Houston.
I would have to go back. I'd have to snatch my guy back from the Raiders.
Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, man, that like Bill, like wow, that would be like saying the Jets head coach should be worried about Denver's ex-coach, who's his offensive coordinator. Don't talk about my quarterback. Don't talk about my coaches. Whatever, Aaron Rodgers, you're a bitch. Shut up.
Aaron Rodgers is the Bruce Harper of football.
I mean, just Aaron Rodgers alone, I feel, can beat these Patriots.
I don't know. The defense, that's going to be a good defensive matchup. And you watch, it's going to be one of those like 13-7, 13-10. It's going to be a low scoring game, thinking everybody's, Aaron Rodgers is going to just score us, blah, blah, blah. Nope, those defenses. This division does have some decent defenses in it, and I think that's what's
like the Jets' defense better. I like the Jets' defense better than the Patriots because don't they got the rookie of the year or something on defense?
I believe
the cornerback. So. And his name the Sauce, or is he a receiver? No, the Sauce is a cornerback, isn't he? Cornerback returner.
That sounds
the
right.
Sauce. The Sauce. I think that's what they called him. I don't know. I'm not going to ask for the special sauce.
No, sir.
Apparently, in our messenger feed, Stephen. I don't know why I keep calling him Stephen. Steven is angry that he always misses our wrestling conversations.
Oh, Steven. You know what, Steven? Just for you, I want to show you something. I don't know how well you can see this, but I got a little Lex Luthor going here.
Ain't he a woman beater? Didn't he like beat up Miss Sable or somebody? Miss Elizabeth.
Supposedly, you know, she OD'd when she was with him, but I don't know.
I think he roid raged her ass.
I got another one for you. Pow!
Is that X-Pac?
X-Pac, baby.
The fucking dunce of DX.
You didn't know?
No, that's the Road Dogg. No, listen, he might be probably one of the worst wrestlers of all wrestledom.
Dude.
Him and the Hurricane.
No, he's way better than the Hurricane.
As in a scale of what? Like, Xbox is what was his move? Did he even have a move? Yeah. Did he even get to win a match? Or was he just like one of those guys?
He pinned Razor Ramon. He was the 1, 2, 3 kid.
The again. Uzi with machismo. He had to get him out so he can come back as Scott Hall.
Oh boy.
Listen. You know it. I know it. if it wasn't because he was kissing Shawn Michaels' ass, he would have never been a part of DX. Say I'm wrong, Steven, Jamie. But anyway.
Excuse me.
But
Uh,
anyway,
I think it's time to move on to the better division.
the better division. We have stuff to do with this division.
Damn it.
All right. This is how they finished last year.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
I have them finishing this year. This is what I got. Bills 11-6, Dolphins 10-7, Jets 9-8, Patriots 8-9.
We're not far off of each other. I myself have it ending the exact same way as you see it on this screen this year, folks. You have it Buffalo 12-5, Miami 10-7, New England 8-1, and the New York Jets fall to 7-10.
Did you put a tie in there? Did you predict a tie?
I did.
Oh, that is amazing.
I
You are
did.
like the greatest person ever.
I did. Got to. There's gonna be one. Why not let it be the Empire
The Emperor.
before he crumbles?
Ridiculous. I'm just hitting buttons I ain't supposed to hit. Let's hit this button. That's the right button. There we go. So now we're getting into the NFC East. This makes something. The NFC East. This is one of the Premier League's divisions in football. I like this division. I think it might be the second best division in football this year because the Commanders are going to be better than what people think they are, and it's not going to be because of their redheaded quarterback. But anyway, the Eagles is the powerhouse in this conference. Cowboys fans might not like me saying that, but prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, really good divisions. The Eagles did what? They represented their division and the NFC in the Super Bowl, fell up short. I was kind of wondering how the way Jalen Hurts was playing in that game. I mean, like both of these quarterbacks combined threw for ridiculous numbers. Jalen Hurts threw for ridiculous numbers. So I'm excited about this division. I think it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be a 1-2 race. I think this could flirt to be all teams in this divisions being winning teams.
I could see that. I could see that happening. It's very possible. I mean, just look. This was known as, the black and blue for a little bit after the North had it for a little bit. Then we kind of took that I say we, of course, because it's Philly, you know what I'm saying? But we are the beast of the East. There may be no loss record in this division. There very well may be no loss record in this division. However, I think that there is going to still be a definitive line in between the Eagles and everybody else.
Well, I don't expect you not to say that.
I mean, but seriously, it's not necessarily a biased comment either, because you hear about the turmoil that's always going on in Dallas nowadays over the past.
But yet they still seem to win 10 games.
Okay, and
so that's not a way lying, because I mean,
no, okay, shut up. Let me talk. Give me a second, damn it. Get me all flabbergasted here.
Yes, I did.
I tell you what, though, New York, I thought coming off last year that the New York team would be a good, stout team coming in this year. Unfortunately, with the relationship not so well, really, with their star running back, Saquon Barkley, and the organization. 1 year franchise tag. I hope he stays healthy for that team, because I really don't see I don't know. I'm still a toss up with Daniel Jones. I don't know what's going to happen there. Washington, we're going to see a different transformation there because of the new organization, the new ownership taking over. We'll see what happens there. That could go either way. I don't disagree with you when you said that Washington is, maybe a quarterback or a piece or two here team away from being a good team. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think this year may not be the best year for them to have the team that they have on the field and be reconstructing things in the back.
I don't know. I just don't think the ownership is going to have any effect on them on the field because they're not going to have to answer questions because of a distracting owner. You know what I mean? This is not Magic. I know he's he's one of a partnership, but he's the face that you're going to see. Magic has been involved with winning organizations. So I don't see him bringing a lot of organization conversation into the picture with them. Their biggest thing is how is Ron Rivera going to get Carson Wentz to play good football? That's the issue with them. You know what I mean? Instead of talking Minshew and Edwards here in Indianapolis, I would have been trying to get Minshew in Washington because he's a guy who can hold it over for Carson Wentz. He has not proven that he can do any of those things in any destination. You know what I'm saying? So but I feel that something is going to happen in there that's going to make them competitive because you got a dynamic top 10 receiver who is on his way up with the Cathedral Boy state championship teammate of my oldest boy, McLaurin. You know, he's going to be a name that you're going to talk about. What's the little funny boy from Ohio State that's coming back? Chase Young, the defensive end. He's coming back healthy this year. He's in camp. They're ready to go. I like what's going on in Washington. I think now I'm not saying that they're going to be a playoff team. I'm saying because they could be 9-8 and not be a playoff team. Steelers, winning record. So
you did it over. You did it again.
So I figured that they're going to be good. New York, I'm with you on this Saquon Barkley thing, but I think his beef is now null and void when you signed that contract. So you kind of got to, you know what I'm saying? You kind of got to go play football now. You're involved in whatever you was protesting against. You just walk right into it, so you can't really say nothing. So you're going to sign the franchise tag. You signed a 1-year deal. You didn't really do the franchise tag. You kind of signed a 1-year deal. So you're going to go through the same shit next year. Mm-hmm. So you're only leasing yourself. You're only playing into the market that you're trying to get out of. So I don't know about the Giants. This Daniel Jones is really $40 million a year for Daniel Jones, and you don't want to give Saquon the 75% of your production? Oh, yeah. And the Cowboys, I said it in the notes. This is what I say about the Cowboys for the Cowboys fan. I said it like this. Dak and Mark McCarthy are on the hot seat, period. No matter how you look at it, both of them are on the hot seat. And once again, it's going to be a waste of talent for the Dallas Cowboys. And we're going to hear it at the end of we're going to hear it when he comes on. He's going to say, well, this is our year. And then we're going to hear it at the end of the season. Well, just wait till next year. We've been hearing that since 97.
And on that note, let's bring his ass on in. What's happening, Matt? The source is in the building, folks.
Yeah, my stuff wasn't working right, so it took me a little while, and I had an update to do. But I was watching on my phone.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
Hey, it got me too. So
just like Gremlins. So let's ask you. Now we know you're the Cowboys fan here, but looking over the division, we have one question.
Yeah.
Well, I have one question right now for the moment.
Okay.
Who's the worst team in the division? The Giants or the Washington team?
Definitely Washington, because we don't even know who their actual starting quarterback is going to be, right? I mean, they're talking possibly Sam Howell being the starting quarterback that they drafted with no NFL experience. I mean, Daniel Jones isn't going to be completely terrible as long as Barkley is Barkley like this year. So probably Washington. I mean, who do they really have as their threats on offense? I mean, their defense might be good again this year. Chase Young is back and healthy. But offensively, they don't really have anything.
If you don't have anybody to throw to,
right,
a McLaurin or anything, that's going to hurt the offense,
right,
obviously. But
yeah, McLaurin he's on. I mean, I don't want to say he's a top 5 receiver. I want to say he's like 6 or 7. I mean, he's that good.
He's definitely up there.
And the guy that, I mean, this is not or be biased, but like the guy that seemed to be targeted the most was Jahan Dotson, who had probably better hands than anybody, but he had Taylor Heineke throwing him the ball. And they kind of connected, you know what I mean? So like that's why that worked out well. So Washington's probably in the worst shape in that whole division. And I'm not afraid to admit it that the best team probably in that division is going to be the Eagles.
Say that again? No, it's fine. I got to record it now for any time.
Listen. Dak is already thinking that he shouldn't have said what he said a couple days ago. Like, every pass I see Dak throw in training camp is an interception.
Oh, yeah. And to your point about McCarthy, I don't even know. It depends on how the season goes. I don't even see McCarthy sticking around for the whole season. Like, if it starts to turn into a train wreck and things start to unravel, that it's not like the way it's not supposed to go, I can see them being done with McCarthy right then and there, and possibly a Dan Quinn taking over as the interim, and then Dan Quinn being the head coach after this year.
Jerry Jones don't fire coaches in the middle of the season.
I know he doesn't. I'm hypothetically though.
So you're just hoping.
I'm hoping. I'm not. See, I don't hate McCarthy, but I don't.
He's terrible. You should. Like, you should. Listen, Sean Payton should be talking about him like he talked about your boy from Denver.
I was a big Sean Payton fan. I thought Sean Payton was the best choice for coach, but they didn't want to trade for him or whatever. I don't hate McCarthy as a coach. I hate him as a coach of this team because it just doesn't work. His scheme just does not work. So.
Yeah, neither does his quarterback. Does not work.
Personally, I think under a different head coaching regimen, I think Dak could be better, not elite, but I think he could be better, just not under McCarthy.
I mean, well, he's had 2 terrible coaches, Garrett and that's all right. All his good years is wasted on terrible coaching.
Wasted on
I do
and
think
Micah Parsons don't even want to be a Cowboy.
Yeah. I mean, I do think Philly and Dallas both get into the playoffs out of that division. I think they're the only 2 that get into the playoffs out of the NFC East, though.
Dallas will barely make it. They better take care of your boy on the offensive line, or y'all not getting
nowhere.
Out the division.
I mean, there's been talks that they've been trying to pursue Dalvin Cook, and I had this conversation with somebody at work today because he's a Cowboys fan, and we both were in agreement. If they can get a Dalvin Cook, maybe then elite or like Dak could show some sort of eliteness and be an actual quarterback because he doesn't have to be the pressure of throwing the pass downfield to try and score 30 points a game.
What about the running back that you already have that's disgruntled? So you're going to put 2 disgruntled running backs in the backfield?
Pollard's not really disgruntled, though. He's only the only reason why he's disgruntled a little bit is because he thought he was going to get a big-time contract. But he understands, though, he's coming off that injury, so why would you put all that money into him for a long-term contract when you don't even know if he's going to be 100% healthy?
But you'll do that for Dak Prescott.
He was making $40 million before he got hurt, so what difference does it make?
It makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot of difference.
I'll give you something. I would rather have $40 million going to Dak than $40 million going to Daniel. Okay, I will say that.
Oh,
Jesus.
Neither one deserves $40 million, though.
Neither one.
Yeah, I've said it before. Dak is not a $40 million quarterback.
No,
nope,
not at all.
No, No, Dakota is not.
Like I don't hate Dak, but he's not $40 million worth. Like worthy.
No. He's like $4 more than Carson Wentz to me.
He said $4.
All right, let's get into some predictions. You know what I'm saying? This is not how they finished. Nope. This is in alphabetical order.
He switches it up every time.
I would know. I would in order of the helmets. Got to stay consistent. They finished last year, Philly 14-3. Cowboys 10-7. No, that's not right. Cowboys was 12-5. New York was 9-7-1. Washington Commanders was 8-8-8. I'm going with
8-8.
8-8-1. This is what I'm going with for the NFC this year. I'm going Eagles 13-4. I'm going Cowboys 10-7. I'm going Commanders 9-8, and I'm going Giants 9-8.
Ooh. Matt, the source. Let's hear your predictions before I throw the Super Bowl predictions out.
I think the Eagles go 13-4. I think Dallas gets one more win and goes with 11-6, not 10-7. Washington's I think is gonna go 4-13. Honestly, I think the Giants stay right around 500.
Okay,
an 8-9 record, like 8-9 or 9-8 type deal. Because I think they're very capable of being a contender, but I think the rest of the NFC is just a lot better than them. But I don't think Washington wins more than 4 games.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start from the bottom.
We going from the bottom to the top, Yacht.
Your Washington, as of now, Commanders. Who knows what their name will be changed into? At the bottom at 8-9. I think that they're going to be better than what obviously Matt thinks. There's going to be a lot of bull crap happening around that organization, in my opinion. Though I said earlier, so I think they're gonna still be contending, but they're not going to be up there. New York Giants take the next spot, and they erase that tie from last year, so they go 9-8 instead of 9-7-1. Do they make the playoffs? I don't know. We haven't got to the other divisions yet to see where I'm at on all conference, so we'll let you know that. Next is your Dallas Cowgirls, sitting behind the champions, of course, but I do have them going also 10-7 this year, sitting on the top. Last year's NFC champions,
but not last year's Super Bowl champs.
That's all right. The Philadelphia Eagles will go 13-4, 13-4, and let me tell you, buddy, they're gonna be seeing a whole lot more.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to be a very dominant NFC teams. I see 2 dominant NFC teams right now. As of right now, one is coming out the NFC West, but I do see one dominant with inside the NFC with the Eagles. Like their defense, like I know people talked a lot about what they lost in free agency, but they made great moves in the drafts, and they also made great moves in free agency. So these Eagles is going to be a tough out for anybody who faces them in the playoffs. Period. You know what I mean? Those that's the team you got over there, buddy. And I think they win both games with the Cowboys. I think they win them both.
There's always, in the division, anything can happen with these 4 teams.
I don't think they lose a game in the division. Me personally.
I think they lose 1, maybe 2. But I think they lose 1. And I don't know if it's going to be to the Cowboys or the Giants.
I think the Eagles would lose one to Dallas at the end of the year when the Eagles would pretty much lock up the division.
Well, I don't think we play you guys at the end of the year.
I don't remember. Like, I know, like, in years past, we've always been one of the last 2 games against you.
But that's a rivalry game, so it's not going to be like they're just going to roll over.
No.
If we're set, I mean, 3 games ahead or whatever.
I go off the players. The players.
I
man.
will say. I think what is going to be great to see between the Cowboys-Eagles rivalry is how good both defenses are going to play against each other. Like, the Eagles' offense is probably going to play better than the Cowboys' offense, but Dallas moving Micah to the edge instead of just being a linebacker, bringing in Stephon Gilmore actually has not been a bad move for them because he's fitting what Dan Quinn wants out of a corner. I think those matchups are going to be fun to watch on who's going to be better defensively between the two in those games. But, I mean, Eagles' offense has obviously a lot more firepower. I don't think the Cowboys.
Last time we play each other is December 10th.
What week is that?
Like week 14. Because we play after you guys.
Yeah,
we play
that
the
is
Giants.
definitely a game. That is definitely a play game.
Yeah, that's going to definitely be a game.
It is definitely a play game. If they're going to lose one because they're not playing, it's going to be one of those last 2 games.
Well, see,
because they got it all locked up.
Yeah, well, I figure I didn't know. In years past, Dallas has either ended with the Giants or the Eagles. That's why I didn't know if it was
you guys in
the
with
same.
The Skins this year or the Commanders, I think.
Yeah, I haven't even had a chance to look at the schedule. So
it is what it is, man. All you guys got to do is just look up, and you'll see flying high. EAGLES.
Oh Lord, crap!
Eagles. I love it.
So, well, there you have some of our stuff for the East divisions of the NFL. Next week, what are we doing next week? Next week is.
Hold on, and I will look really quick. Next
I am.
week.
I'm like right here. Right here.
So what is it?
Next week is the North with an F. The North.
We
The
coming
North.
from the North.
With the North. And I will be on location.
He's gonna be out. Can we say?
I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know exactly which state I'm going to be in on that particular at the end of that 12-hour drive. I know I'll be not going that way. Going the whole other way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where I'll be. Maybe Montana.
Maybe. He's heading.
Because I'll put 12 in. I'll put 12 in, 2 12s and like a 6 or a 5 and 6. So I'm driving to Washington State University.
Yeah, my niece, baby girl, playing. Is she playing out there?
No. She's done. She decided that hooping is the ran its course. Even though she still loves to hoop, like I got her today, bro. We would shoot. I know this is a little bit off the schedule, but we're at the fair, right? And the fair theme this year is basketball. The state that grew the game. So we at the exhibit, so they got the pressure court out, outside, and everybody's shooting around. Her, Julian, and them in there shooting, and this is the NBA mark. So she's shooting like 5 air balls in a row from the 3-point line for the men. She can shoot the 3, but that was a little far. One ball bounced over. So I grabbed the ball, right? So I'm standing there with my stitches and my walking stick because there was a lot of walking. Right. I got the ball in the left hand, and I was just, outside the court, about a good 4 or 5 feet away from the 3-point line, all net. One shot. She was shitty. I walked off and went to the belt place.
That is classic.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Are you driving out there to represent the Big Ten to tell Washington don't join? That's a fair question here.
Well, I will be in Washington State, so with the Cougars, so I'm not even going to go over there and mess with the Huskies.
I mean, they both might come at this point, but just tell them both to stay out there. We don't need
They
any more
just
West
said,
Coast.
"Hey, listen, it's getting ready to be the NCAA North and the NCAA South, and the line is going to go right through Iowa."
And then it's going to be the NCAA Washington because we don't want no part of that upper Northwest.
It's gonna
Well,
be-
there's some good things that coming from out there.
it's gonna be
Starbucks and
great.
Nirvana.
Not Starbucks.
Ugh.
Nirvana's cool. Pearl Jam was out there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you had a couple things out there, man. Shoot, you got the Space Needle, you had the Supersonics. But anyway, no, it should be fun. You know what I mean? So, a lot of things going on. We got a lot of new things happening for the show coming up this year. We got a couple new trivia things, a couple new sponsors. So it's going to be a fun year. I mean, we got volleyball players this year. Man, this is going to be
Yeah,
a great
man.
year.
Yeah, I'm a dad to a high school girl now, and she's not only a student, she's in the show choir, and she made the volleyball team. Yep, we all know about jazz ants around here. And she made the volleyball team at Franklin Central. So shout out to our pew pew girl herself, big 14-year-old freshman volleyball athlete.
So now I have to go east to watch volleyball.
They are all over the place, dude.
Bumps at Spike, dog. Bumps at Spike.
No, she's the middle. She's the middle. She
Yes,
is
the setter.
No, she's not.
Bump set, Spike. So she's one of those three.
No, she's the middle. That's what they call her. She's the middle.
Right. She's either going to bump.
She doesn't.
She's either going to bump. She's
She
going to
doesn't
set, or she's
set
going to
it.
spike.
She tap spikes it a lot.
You're going to have to learn this if you're going to be a volleyball.
Bro, right. Come on. You got no turns, bro. You got no turns. Bump
No, I'm
set,
starting
spike.
to learn that. I'm starting. It's an intense game. Let me tell
You
you.
know what I mean? Sign out. You got to know the
I
line.
know,
You
yeah,
gotta know the
I know
hand- you
that.
gotta
I know
the
that.
hand
Right out
movements.
that way.
Yeah.
That's in. I get that. I've noticed that.
And this is good job.
That's it. Yeah. Good job, girls. There you go. The source, man. Where can we find you at? What's happening in your world coming up soon? Before we
Well, I will be filling in and helping out on the baseball show again as there's some stuff going on that it happens. I will be doing I will have something out for the Knoxville Nationals tomorrow, and hockey will be getting rolling again here soon. Not much going on there other than just some minor signings here and there, so I haven't had much to talk about for that, but stay tuned. I have a pretty cool challenge in place for the Knoxville Nationals. You don't have to know anything. You just have to be lucky. So
I like Lucky.
Yeah.
I'll wear my Kelly green. Week 7, Zach. Philly's wearing that Kelly green, whooping them Finn's ass, baby. Had to shout it in there.
nobody's perfect.
I know. Far from it.
They're all just trying to get to my level.
We're not the one. Can't be the one because you're the one.
That's why Dan's the 2 and I'm not.
Oh Lord, this is getting awkward. All right, fellas, it has been real. Don't forget, we will be doing the Lions Den and the Ones Up as the season. A lot of our new stuff will be coming out as the season starts, but right now we're getting our sales warmed up. We're getting our new stuff warmed up. Glitches all out. So when we rock and roll after the NCAA special and the season starts, we're in full bloom.
Catch it all at BWSPORTS1.com. Make sure to do us a favor since Facebook, you love us so much. You guys gave us the opportunity to share stuff from our website again. Thank you so much for being awesome social media platforms, and we appreciate it very, very much. Okay, do us a favor, BWSPORTS1.com. Click that share button and check out our friends because they should be your friends. Elite Performance, Checkered Life Customs. You can bet that. Doc Sports Pits, My Bookie, The Fighter's Friend, The One's Kitchen, and Inner Beast Sportswear.
Sprinkle me. Ooh, I got low battery in my headphones.
Time to go. Guys, we'll see you next week. August 9th. Don't forget all of our family over here at the network. Just been outside Combat Zone. The Duke's here, as always. Super Cutie with Steven. The state of basketball. Checkers and wreckers. And we're still getting ready to blast you really hard with a little power play coming soon, baby. I think that's what we're calling it, right, Matt? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's blinking. We got to go. Check us out.
I was trying to do weird stuff.
Oh, okay. SouthernIndianaCombat.com. Make sure you get your tickets and the pay-per-view for this weekend's fights down in Evansville, Indiana. I cannot wait. I will see you all there. And you guys, I will see next week. Until then, Damon, what do we do?
We keep indie sporty, baby.
She's not here. Pew, pew. And guess what I'm doing? I'm hitting the button.